Now, it don't matter what institution you go to, you always have gang members. No matter where you go. It could be at the tip top of the map or it could be at the bottom. You always have some type of organization. If you are unaffiliated and you may possibly be facing some time and you want to know what it's like standing your ground against a gang member, then this video right here is for you.
Haha, I'm the best. Finna be this way till I EOS. Take it how you want, nigga. Yeah, I'm a pro. Fuck around, I'll bust your lot while you're at Vizzo. I hate to be this way, but I live for the moment. Waking up every day, show me an opponent. Shanks on deck, hitting bitch with a lock. So much pool, I can even start you from the box. You don't wanna pay rent, got me bent. Got lax on deck, your money was well spent. Vultures on the prowl, so don't try testing. Step 2 comes violent, first step's finessing. You a hold down man, suitcase this. My cell phone and my charger don't walk with a limp. Get it knocked off or missing, you gon' get it. Next time I see your ass, you gon' leave airlifted.
What's up, everybody? You already know, man. Kfrogtv back in the building. Y'all go ahead now, do me that solid favor. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and also make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see it first. Today I'm gonna be doing a video that one of my subscribers actually recommended, and they want to know, how you stand your ground against a gang member. If y'all been here for some time and y'all been on my channel for a while, y'all know I done told several stories about different organizations, different incidents with different gang members, and the whole nine, all right? Now, when it comes to me, I've been in plenty of altercations with gang members, you feel me? I respect all organizations to the fullest. I was gonna come on here, and tell y'all some stories and shit of things I went through with different gang members, but there's so many of them that I just felt like making a video strictly guiding y'all on how to stand your ground against a gang member. And like I said, without doing any disrespect, I respect all organizations. The people that I got into it with that were in organizations, I just didn't respect them. You understand? I respect what they stood for, but I didn't respect them. All right? Now, of course, no matter where you go, there's going to be people that are affiliated. All right? There's going to be people that represent something. They're part of a chapter, they're part of an organization. All right? There ain't nothing wrong with that. Whatever floats your boat, whatever gets you through your time. Okay? And for anyone that's watching this video that is affiliated, then there's also going to be people in there like me that don't give a damn, that don't care if someone bangs, if they're affiliated, how many homeboys you got, how many brothers, how many numbers, how big your clique is, none of that shit, all right? And respect goes a long way. So after a while, when you start using these and you start putting your hands on people, your respect is going to go up to where other organizations respect you. So when you do get involved with someone who is affiliated, if that gang decides, oh, you know what, we're just gonna eat him. There's only one of him, we're just gonna eat him. No, it don't work like that. Because after you earn respect and people start to like you, you're gonna have other gangs in there, people that are affiliated and people who ain't affiliated actually, that are gonna rise for you because they respect you and they like you. You're their homeboy. So then it ain't that easy for them to just eat you like that. Now, like I said, you gotta be prepared for it because every institution is different. I've been to camps where some gang members were cool. I've been to camps where some gang members were gay. I've been to camps where some gang members were just straight up fuckboys, and there's nothing you could do about it, all right? And even in the gangs alone, they say not every brother is your brother, okay? A lot of gang members don't even like all their brothers, all the people that rep the same shit and stand for the same thing as them, but due to, their rules, the regulations, and the way it goes, they're not allowed to touch each other. They're not allowed to harm each other, and they gotta rock with each other. You feel me? But off rip, if you're one of them people that, might find yourself locked up, or you might be curious like the person who wanted me to do this video, you want to be curious how to stand your ground against a gang member if they ever come at you. At the end of the day, if you truly ain't willing to take it all the way there, then you might as well not even fake it. Because the more you fake like you're living like that, the quicker it's going to get brought to the attention and they're going to bring it out of you. Because when you apply pressure, pressure's being applied, all right? It isn't like you're going to be the only one in there applying pressure. There's going to be people that try to apply pressure back to whatever you put out there. You see what I'm saying? So if someone talks shit to you, all right, and then you stand up for yourself, you talk shit back to them. Okay, well now that dude wants to fight. Okay, now you're willing to fight. Now this dude goes and grabs his knife. Now what? Do you got a knife? Are you willing to go grab your knife and take it to the next level? Because once you grab your knife, since he already grabbed his, now he's definitely going to try to stab you. You see? So you got to be truly and fully with it. You got to have a heart of a lion. You can't just want to pump fake and be all about that boo game, you know what I'm saying? And just be sitting there and try to, you know, rah and shit and truly not be living like that. If you were living like that, if pressure's applied to you and you truly are living like that and you're committed for all consequences and repercussions, then to the fullest, stand up for yourself, okay? That's the best advice I can give you. But if you truly ain't living like that, don't pretend to be living like that, because prison is the place where they're going to bring out the truths and the fakes about you. You see what I'm saying? You got gang members that will wait for you to hit canteen that'll come up and try to rob your shit. They might come up and just try to straight strong arm, take it from you. You got people that'll try to tell you to do what they want you to do. Go over here, bring this to the other side of the compound for me. Try to make you be a mule. Try to make you be a hold down man inside the dorm, or a fall man, someone that goes to confinement for them for their contraband. You got to be prepared for this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't for everybody. All right? Like inside of prison, I'm not saying I was the only one that was standing up towards gang members. There was other ones in there. But there isn't a lot. All right? There isn't a lot of people that are unaffiliated that will stand up to a gang member. And after a while, I did that shit so frequently that they all respected me. And it was more of like a hurt feeling, you know, when I end up, you know, swinging on one of their kind. Like, man, you're supposed to be my dog, bro. You swing on my own, my not just one of my brothers, bro, but you swing on my set brother, bro. And I'd be like, bitch, you know how it is, bro. It is what it is, dog. At the end of the day, bro, I'm a man before anything, bro. Bro disrespecting me over the phone, bro. What I'm supposed to do? Let him swing on me first? You see what I'm saying? So it's not easy standing your ground against a gang member. Because like I said, they got numbers, the organization, they got brothers. It's like you're going against a group and it's just you. Literally. Unless you have a homeboy that is affiliated and his gang brothers want to rock with you. Now you got a little, you know, a leg to stand on, and you can do what you feel like doing. You know, they'll make sure you get you a one-on-one. But the best way to actually get you a one-on-one with a known gang member is you go straight to the source. Straight to the head. But you don't do it in a disrespectful way. And I've told stories like how I did this shit plenty of times. You go to the higher power and you let them know respectfully, look, bro, I ain't trying to go to war with your gang, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to disrespect you either, dog, but your brother tried me. You feel me? So I want a one-on-one with him. I felt like if I came straight to you, bro, you'd stamp it so I get a one-on-one and they don't jump me. And every single time I did that, I got the same exact outcome. Frog, it's stamped, bro. It's stamped, Frog. They ain't finna jump you, finna get you a one-on-one. It's stamped, bro. Hell yeah. You see? Because they respect that you're not backing down from being tried. You're not letting it go either. You're not sweeping it under the rug, because if you were sweeping it under the rug, then you wouldn't be here asking for a one-on-one with their brother. You see what I'm saying? And then that makes them like you. That makes them feel like, okay, at the end of the day, you know, and you're not just confronting about it. You're saying you want to fight. So it's showing that you got heart, all right? Them certain things right there go a real long way in prison. Literally, you want to believe it. You get in a fight with a gang member and the head stamped it so you get a one-on-one, and you get in a fight with him, you might get transferred 3 years from now and land at a whole nother institution. But that person you fought, that was the gang member, one of his brothers that got the word from the head that was told he ain't allowed to jump in or allowed to touch you. You know, could be at that other camp you go to years down the line, and he's gonna respect you, and he's gonna tell his brothers there, oh yeah, I fought with bro. Oh yeah, I was with him at such and such. He fought a brother one time, but they stamped him for a head up or whatever. He gonna fight, and they gonna spread the word that you're gonna fight. And after a while, when they know you're gonna fight and they know you're not no pushover and they can't just try you and bully you and muscle you and take your shit, after a while they gonna leave you alone. You know how the saying is, you can't beat them, join them? That's what a lot of people do when it comes to gangs. They can't beat the gang, so they join a gang. Or they'll be beefing with a gang, so they'll join another gang, so that way they have, you know, backup while they're going through war with the other gang. You feel me? After a while, you come across a neutron, like me, an unaffiliated, someone who is not in the gang, that just don't give no shits and will fight if he has to. After a while, all the other gang members, once they know, okay, he fought a GD last week, he fought a Zoe 2 days ago, he fought a Blood last month, okay, he fought, like, once they realize and see that you're gonna fight people, it ain't that they're scared and they're gonna leave you alone. It's a respect thing. They know that you're gonna fight. They know you're going to stand up for your shit. They know that they can't just take what they want from you. They can't treat you any type of way. And then after a while, they're going to just sweep more things under the rug on their end than you would do on your end. Because prison, everything is supposed to be meant as either respectful or disrespectful. So if somebody says something or does something to you, there was either disrespect or respect behind that shit. Literally, there's no way around it. And if you were to sweep everything under the rug that felt like disrespect, after a while, you're a pushover. After a while, people are going to treat you any kind of way. Even if you got canteen, you feel me? They don't respect you. They're just waiting till you have more than enough to where they feel like, you know what, this is it. Let me take this shit. Straight up. They'll make you feel comfortable. They'll make you feel like you can eat when you want. You can get canteen in the dorm. They don't respect you. They're just waiting till you have enough to where it's worth taking. And that's what it is. But once you stand up and you hold your ground against a gang member, all that shit slowly goes out the window. Your name starts going around the compound, whether you know it or not. People you may never even spoke to, that you don't have any idea who they are, what their name is, they're going to know who you are. Low key, they're going to hear about you. Okay? And you got to be prepared with what comes with it. Because like I said, gangs are dangerous. All right? Straight up. They are. They represent what they represent. They stand for what they stand for. I have homeboys in every organization you can think of down here in Florida. I have at least 5 to 10 homeboys in each organization. You see what I'm saying? And that's how it's always been with me, you know. I respect them all because they all, you know, truly represent that shit. Now, when you find yourself fighting a gang member or standing your ground or not letting a gang member try you any kind of way, you do got to be prepared and ready for the after effect, which means, are they going to target you now? Are they going to try to eat you, get you off the compound? Are they going to try to jump you? Are they going to try to wet you? Are they going to try to extort you? Are they going to send word to everybody else and have it to where everybody else is on your trail? Like your deer meat. It's like your deer meat. You feel me? And you can sense when it's going to that level. You could peep the tension in the air. You could peep how everyone's looking, how everyone's watching. Just the movement and effects and the way everyone is shifting and walking around can open your eyes to something's going to happen to someone. But you got to be extra careful and make sure it isn't you. You can literally walk into a dorm and you can sense someone's going to get wet. After a while, you start reading that shit. You can sense something's about to go down. You could just peep it. And then hopefully it ain't you that the dude's running after with a knife. You see what I'm saying? But you'll have, you know, gang members that literally just want to test your shit. Test the hearts, TOH. They want to literally just try you to see if you're living like that. You feel me? Everyone that's new that comes in, they want to try to rah, you know, talk greasy to them. And, oh, you finna fight, you finna do this. Or what's up, bitch? Oh, you get money. You know, shit like that. And I know this because when I was at Calhoun, I hung out with robbers. All we did was rob. You feel me? Believe it or not, I was in gangland, G-dorm. All I did was rob with gang members. And I was the one person that wasn't affiliated that did that shit. You feel me? Literally. And I'll never forget when I came in, the first person who, you know, when I walked in, the first person that said, "What's up, bro? You bang?" He was a GD, you feel me? And I said, "Nah, I'm banging my neutron." You feel me? He's like, "Oh, okay, all right." And then I ended up getting into it with someone else later on down the line that banged some other shit that asked me if I banged. You see? So you got to be ready for it. It's all on you. You can't be soft on the streets and then go to prison and all of a sudden you live like that. But I know everybody knows somebody that went to prison soft as hell and came home and act like they living like that because they went to prison. That person will still soft up the road. You're not going to go up the road and just learn that shit overnight or learn that shit doing your bid. It might toughen you up to where you can take ass whoopings. It still don't mean you know how to fight and you living like that. A lot of people that go up that road was not living like that up that road at all. And then they'll come home and they'll act like they was. They'll act like they're somebody totally different and try to put fear in people and make them think that they was up the road whooping bitches, making people check in, extorting them, taking their shit, beating up gang members, standing on their own 2 feet. And now a lot of that shit be cap. They was not doing that shit, literally at all. A lot of them bitches was taking orders from people if they was in a gang, or a lot of them was letting people try them and they was turning their head the other way, acting like they didn't hear it or like they didn't feel that person bump them real hard in line, or feel that person step on his feet when he walked in front of him, stepped right across the front of his shoes, scuffed his brand new shoes, and he ain't say nothing. That's the type of shit that they was allowing to happen inside of prison. You see what I'm saying? And you got gang members that, you know, test that shit. Like I said, no matter what you do, where you go, it's got to be in you in order for you to stand your ground against a gang member. And if it ain't truly in you, then eventually you're going to break. You know, pressure bust pipes after a while. You know, so you got to be fully with it. Me, I was fully with it. See, right now on the streets, I lay back. I'm a cool cat. I'm cool, calm, and collected. Because I ain't got to be ghetto. I ain't got to be ratchet. I'm not in that environment. I don't have to. But it's in me, though. Believe it or not, it's in me. And that's why I don't like to drink alcohol. Because if I drink alcohol, the old frog comes out. You see what I'm saying? That's why I don't drink. Ever since I've been home from prison, I don't really drink like that. Because back in the day, I grew up drinking. And that's when the real ratchet frog comes out. To where I'm like, head first. If I ain't fighting somebody, I'm fighting one of my homeboys. Someone's fighting me tonight. That's how I used to be, you feel me? And I don't do that shit no more. Now I just lay low. I'm cool, calm, and collected. I don't have to be like that. You feel me? In prison, I had to be like that. In prison, I had to tote a knife. I had to be ready to cut someone. I had to be ready to get cut. You see what I'm saying? And I said this shit plenty of other times. I'd rather it be they mama crying than my mama crying. You feel me? So that's how it all turns out. And all the situations I got into, I swear, 97% of them was with someone affiliated. No matter what you do, you can't escape gangs. You feel me? They're there. There's nothing you can do about it. They're not going anywhere. You feel me? But when you stand your ground against them, you got to just keep your chin up at all times, and you got to be ready for the outcome. You got to be ready if they want you to fight for them, you know, one after another. You got to be ready for whatever it is, because then again, you don't gangbang. You're not affiliated. Your say-so is nothing to them. You have no say-so when it comes to the gangs. They literally, it's up to them if they decide to listen to what you have to say. It's up to them if they decide to take in anything you're saying into consideration, or if they're like, you know what, let's just send the whole gang at them. We're going to get them off the compound by chow. Then your ass is out in that water. You feel me? Me, I was in prison so long and I hung out with everybody, so it was to the point to where I could punch someone in their shit that was a gang member. I didn't even have to go ask, you know, their head for the head up. I did that out of respect. You know what I'm saying? I did that out of respect for the head and all the other people that was part of that gang. You feel me? Because if there was 15 members in this one gang and I got beef with this one individual, I'm not starting the beef. You feel me? Everyone liked Frog when I was locked up. All of them. All different races, all different organizations. They all like Frog. I'm the type of person you want to be around when you're locked up. I make time go by. I'm funny as fuck. And I'm going to bump. If something goes down, a bitch running here trying to do something, then that's when that, you know what I'm saying? That when that Hulk shit come out. You feel me? So, if there's 15 gang members and I got problems with this one person that's part of that organization, 10 out of 10, it's something that one person did to me. Okay? Whether they talked to me sideways, or they bumped me, or they said some shit that they shouldn't have said, or, you know, they stepped on my toes, or they robbed someone I knew or something. It's never me starting the shit. So that right there is always a good sign to all the other, you know, like people that's in that gang. And the other 14 people, I should say, that's in that organization. They know Frog didn't start it, okay? Then when I nut up and I punch one of them in their shit, all them other 14, they know I didn't mean no disrespect towards our organization, because they know how our bond is. They know how much I fought with them and I respect them. And they know how much shit I know about the organization, different hits that went down, different hits that are going to go down, you know, shit that goes on with different gangs. I be knowing the shit from both sides. From that gang and that gang, I know what's going on, why they beefing, who got wet, by who's going to wet who, where the knives came from. I be knowing all that shit because I got homeboys and all that shit. But that's the thing, is I'm like a safe. Everything is safe with me, you feel me? I know how to keep my mouth closed. My shit's golden. It's locked and sealed, and I would never run back and tell each organization. And that's what a lot of people do, and that's how they find themselves flipped and fucked up. Me, I don't do that. See what I'm saying? I just sit back. I know to play my part. All I can do is fall back and observe. You see what I'm saying? So When I punch one in their mouth, the other 14 already know. Frog cool peoples. We fought with him. He didn't mean no disrespect towards our organization. And the other person obviously did something to him. Now, the other gangs are going to rise from me regardless if I was wrong, due to the fact that all them same reasons, and that's another gang. So they know that they're going to try to eat me, and they're not going to allow the other gang to eat me because they respect me. You see what I'm saying? And that's how it goes down. Because like I said, I respect all organizations, but certain people that I fought that were in organizations, I just didn't respect them. You see? And that's how it goes down. That's where a lot of shit gets misconfused. Because a lot of people, when you don't see eye to eye with one person, and you want to fight that person because he's trying you, he's disrespecting you, trying you like you soft or something like that, you want to whoop his ass, or he call you a soft ass cracker, so you decide to punch him in the shit in front of everybody, like whatever it may lead to. When you do that, the other gangs only look at it like it's disrespectful because of the image that the person you punched in their shit puts out. They gonna make it seem like you disrespecting their gang. They're gonna make it seem like it's between you and their organization, when really it ain't. It's really between you and that one person. You feel me? But because there's numbers, a lot of people don't want to battle someone on their own. A lot of people can't do shit without drugs or others, okay? And that's how it is even on the streets. A lot of these dudes that claim they killers, they's gangsters, they all this shit, they can't do none of that shit without drugs. They gotta be on drugs to find their heart. You feel me? That's true. Just like in prison. A lot of people gotta be on drugs to find their heart, bro. To find their heart to do some shit to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Or they gotta be in an organization and get their brothers involved. You know what I'm saying? It's been going on like that forever. You feel me? A lot of people join gangs because they scared to face other gangs. They join it for low-key protection, or they join it to be a part of something that already has a name because they wasn't being noticed. They were standing for absolutely nothing. So why not join something that's already known, that already has a name, instead of me living my own lonely life and die and I didn't, stand for nothing while I was here. You feel me? That's the type of reason people join that shit a lot. But you got some real ones that really rep that shit. That's why I won't disrespect no gangs. You feel me? Because I got respect for that shit. I'm from Florida, you know what I'm saying? And I respect them all that's down here, Now, once you end up getting into it with that person, right, out of the 15, you punched him in the mouth because he disrespected you, right? You got all the other gangs that are going to try to back you because they respect you, they like you, and it's another gang. They're not going to allow them to take the advantage of overpowering you and bullying you like ants on a fucking beetle. You're the beetle and they're the ants. Feel me? There's going to be 15 to 20 of them on you. You feel me? And it's just you. So the other gangs are going to rise with you and everything like that. And they don't care if you're right or wrong. They like you, so they're going to rock with you. But as far as for the other ones on that gang, it's all on how that person puts it out there. If they make it seem like it's something you did to the organization. You know what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of people get, hurt inside of prison. Because the one-on-ones, they go down, but something usually happens afterwards. The brothers that didn't like the person who fought their brother, might wet them up down the line. Or they'll go against the orders and jump in. And, they'll take the violation of going against what their head says. Their head says, no one jump in. This is a one-on-one. This is a one-on-one. This shit ends today. They don't like that person's even got the heart to stand up against one of them. So as that person could be getting his ass whooped. He could just stand in the paint and throw his setup against that gang member. And the other brothers that don't know him or don't like him will still go against what the head says and want to jump in and jump you. And they'll take the violation from their gang. Whatever the violation is they give them, they'll take that rather than watching someone who is a nobody, who is an unaffiliated, who ain't in a gang, stand up against one of their kind, because it makes them look weak. It makes them look like, oh, we ain't putting fear in no one's hearts because look at this person right here standing in the grid against one of us. And then it's got all the other gangs looking from the outside in like, damn, look who they're really trying to take advantage of. Look at the person they're making fight them right now. This person don't have no say-so on this compound. This person right here is a nobody. He's just someone that came in and he just didn't like the way that they were talking to him. You see? So it makes them look weak to other gangs, like they're prowling on the weak. So then they'll get mad and they'll jump them and make them check in, and take it to the extreme and all that shit to make it look like this is what we do to people who get out of line. You feel me? That's how they push the image. That's the type of shit that they want to put out there for you. All because you try to stand your ground. You feel me? Now, my advice is, you know, if you go to an institution, you know, and you get into it with someone that's a gang member, man, you look at them respectfully like, look, bro, as long as you don't get your gang involved, bro, I'll fight you right now. Just like that. As long as you don't get your brothers involved, bro, I'll beat you up right now, bro. Leave me alone, bro, before I beat you up. I'll say that shit, that's as respectfully as way as I can put that out there. If you don't know nobody or nothing, you say that. All the other gang members that are in there, they hear that shit, they might stand up and don't even know you. And they gonna be like, whoa, 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 whoa. They gonna be like, whoa, whoa, y'all ain't finna jump him? Hey, we respect that. Hell yeah, go ahead. So now you got a fucking, if it's a blood you got an argument with, you got the GDs and the Zos standing up now because they like that you got heart and you're defending yourself. So now they're damn sure gonna make sure that blood fights you one-on-one. And these dudes don't know you from a can of paint. But you just made, I won't say friends, but you made a bond out of them respecting you now because you stood up. That's simple. You told that man straight up, bro, I'll fight you one-on-one right now as long as you don't get your brothers involved. See, so you just called that man out, man to man, mano y mano. You feel me? And a lot of times they'll try to, you know, their blood brothers will get involved in everything, you know, and ain't got shit to do with them, and it was really because you were sticking up for yourself. But now, since you fought to do, whether you win, lose, or draw, them dudes that made sure you got the one-on-one, they're like the wall in between you and that gang. Because they're involved, all the other gang members of that organization, of the blood you're fighting, they're not going to try to get involved and start a war. It's pointless to go to war because one of their brothers was trying someone that's unaffiliated, and the unaffiliated told him, man, fuck it, tighten me up, I'll whoop you right now as long as you don't get none of your brothers. Leave me alone before I beat you up. Straight up. So they got to respect that. And then they're not allowed to buck call-outs. So their gang, 9 times out of 10, are supposed to fall back and respect the one-on-one because that's their brother. Now's the point where now's the time where he's got to fight on his own without his brothers. He got called out one-on-one. You see what I'm saying? Now it's the time where, you know, they can't do nothing, bro. We got to respect this shit. You see? And then after it goes down, the gang members that were his brothers, including him, 9 times out of 10 are going to respect you because you stood your ground. You feel me? And that's what it is, man. So of course, when you stand your ground against a gang member, it can go a long way. I'd rather do that any time of the day and put my life at risk and put me in the line of danger every day after that until I earn my respect and it goes away, rather than just turning the cheek and letting them try me like I'm soft. Because I know deep down inside I ain't the hardest person in the world, but bro, I'm not soft. Straight up. So it's like, I'd rather test my luck and go through the fuck shit and be respected through it all than to turn the cheek and just let people walk all over me. It ain't happening. I'm from East Side Davie, bro. East Side Davie. Not the West Side. I'm from East Side Davie. I have a name out here. I've been named Kfrog since I was a juvenile. My hood knows me. Everyone knows me. You see what I'm saying? I'd be damned if I went up the road and just let someone try me some type of way like I didn't already have a name. You see what I'm saying? My name was my game. And where I'm from, Davie. You feel me? That's it. That's why in a lot of Kfrogtv videos you see me, bitch, it's called Kfrogtv, ain't it? And I'd say East Side, because I'm from East Side Davie. Davie with it. You know what I'm saying? I went up there as a somebody. So there's no way in hell I'm going to lower myself, bow down to someone that's got numbers because they in a gang. I don't know if they was a heavy hitter, a ruthless person on the streets or not. That shit is irrelevant to me. Because at the end of the day, I already stood for something when I went to prison. That was my name. That was me. That was where I'm from. So I'm going to always put on for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be damn I turn the cheek and just let someone try me like that. You feel me? I'd rather go through all the bullshit and get it over with than to just turn my head and let that guilt sit inside of me and ache at me forever. But I'm different, you feel me? Not everybody's going to, you know, choose to do their time that way. But when you are holding your own and you're defending yourself against a gang member, you got to be ready for all shit to take place. You got to be ready for a good ending, a bad ending, a worse ending, the shittiest ending possible. You got to be ready for all that because you never really know how it is and how it's going to end. The only way you know that it is a dead situation and nothing else is going to come is when there's respect behind it. When people respect you. okay? Because I've had it to where I got in a fight with a gang member, and me and that gang member were cool. You feel me? When I knocked the dude, when I hit the dude in his shit, bam, and his golds flew under the bunk, I knocked the dude's golds out in prison. Me and him were cool after that. We was playing cards and everything. But guess what? His head still put a hit on me. Even though me and him are cool now. I earned his respect, but his head still put a hit on me. And then that's when a couple of the brothers of his tried to, you know, come wet me up on the rec yard. You feel me? But my dogs that I was chilling with at the time were affiliated in different organizations. Both their organizations rode and came down there together against that head and his brothers that were willing to eat me. You feel me? You see? And they only did that because, one, they fucked with me. I had their respect. They were like my homeboys. Two, I knocked the dude's golds out because his gang brother knocked out another one of my dogs that was a gang member. You feel me? So the GD knocked out a king. So I went back to the dorm and knocked the GD out. Knocked the golds out. You see what I'm saying? And then his head put a hit on me. And then when he put the hit on me, the Kings and the Bloods rose and was going to go against the GDs. Because bitch, y'all ain't finna eat frog. You see? That's how it all goes down. You feel me? But I was able to do shit like that because I was in the mix. I was hanging out with everybody that was affiliated. There wasn't like more than 3 people that I knew that like actually hung out, was on that demon time like I was, that wasn't affiliated. Literally, everybody was affiliated. And there was no way I could help that. I got put in a dorm that was called gangland. You see what I'm saying? Just because I had violent charges and would get into shit. You feel me? So they put me in there with all the heavy hitters. And that's how it goes. You feel me? But you got to always be prepared for the worst to happen. You never know what's going to happen. You never know if people are going to stand up for you or not. You see so much backstabbing, snake crisscross shit in there that you don't even know if your own homeboys are going to ride for you. When I knocked that dude's golds out, I wasn't thinking about a hit getting put on me after that. I wasn't thinking of these other gangs rising for me. I wasn't thinking of none of that shit. I was just thinking about me. Me and my homeboy that got knocked out. You see what I'm saying? By this dude's brother. Then all that shit died down and everything like that. Then the same person who put the hit on me or whatever, which I knew him. We were already cool as it was, but he felt hurt that I swung on one of his real set brothers. Not just, you know, the same gang, but his actual same set. You feel me? And then after a while, boom, that whole shit died down because they didn't want to go to war against the 2 other organizations. You see? And everything was in the clear. You feel me? But I was finna rock. I was finna rock out. Bitch, whoever runs up on me, yes, better have insurance. Straight up. That's what I used to say in prison. You run up on me, you better have insurance. Your peoples better have insurance on you, bro. Straight up, because I knew I was in too deep. I knew I wasn't affiliated. I knew I was surrounded by nothing but gang members, nothing but violent people. I done seen what they do to other people. I've watched it. People get airlifted, helicopters leaving, all that. So all I could do was rock out and hold my own until I got out. That's it. I was in so deep, I had a name to where there wasn't no nah, bruh. I couldn't say nah one time. I had to be ready to slang that iron, bro. And that's what happens. When you get yourself involved in this type of stuff and you hang out with them type of people and you're in that water, your ass ain't got no floaties on, you're gonna drown if you don't know how to swim. Straight up. Your ass inside of prison, you hanging out with gang members, your ass gonna get murked if you ain't got a knife. Because everyone's slanging knives. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video on up. I appreciate y'all watching. Like I said, I did this video strictly for, you know, a subscriber. He wanted me to do a video on standing your ground against gang members. So I decided to put it together for him. Appreciate y'all watching. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out if you ain't hit it on the way in. And you remember, no matter what you do, keep them square snakes, rats, clowns, chomos, heavy gunners, fake gang members, everyone that's on the fuck shit list. You just, you know, the shit eaters, you feel me, the green beans, you know, you keep all them out your circle. You do what you gotta do, man, and no matter what, keep your head up. I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all already know that, man. Till next time, this Frog.